Alright, well, got to feed the viewers. Let me take care of these Zotac use Zotac players. Got to take care of them. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good. Or, excellent. Man, alright, I got some news for you. Let's see here. Graphics / display driver changes begin queuing for Linux 6.16 this summer. It says while the Linux 6.15 merge window only ended last weekend, new features material is beginning to queue for DRM next of Linux 6.16 kernel cycle, kicking off in late May of early June. A few notable patches so far have been submitted by the DRM MISC. Next, it says expect a lot of Linux graphics / display driver improvement to queue up in DRM next over the coming weeks in preparation for Linux 6.16. Yesterday, DRM MISC Next submitted its first set of changes to DRM cores and random smaller direct rendering manager drivers. Says part of the initial DRM Next pull is the works covered yesterday with the added ASCII Linux U API header file, but not the actual driver itself for the Apple Silicon M1/M2 kernel driver that will ultimately upstream in the future. This pull request also adds a new DRM panel for the Zotac Gaming Zone handheld device that uses a 1080p portrait OLED screen, and the cord now marks the proper orientation of it. It says the AMD XDNA driver was added back in the Linux 6.14 for enabling the Ryzen AI NPU used under Linux. For Linux 6.16, the AMD XDNA driver is adding DMA buff import/export support. This allows for buffer objects sharing with other drivers and open up new use cases moving forward for this AI NPU accelerator driver with the DMA buff standard supported by the AMD GPU driver and various other kernel drivers for buff sharing. It says here, yeah, this for you Zotac players. It says here, the virtual KMS VKMS driver lands a patch series by Joe's Exposito for adding more functionality to the driver in configuring additional display. VKMS can now allow configuring, attaching multiple panels and CRTS and other additional display capabilities. Some of other patches in this initial DRM MISC Next pull includes documentation updates, splitting the HDMI audio code with the DRM bridge code to make DisplayPort audio works. Will be used by the MS Qualcomm Adreno driver and elsewhere, using 4K package table format for the Panfrost and MediaTek driver and various other changes. It says here, sees DRM pulls for the next patch of features parts sent in DRM Next in Linux 6.16. Expect a lot more features work, especially for more prominent Intel and AMD Radeon kernels graphics driver to queue up over the coming additional weeks. And that is that. Any comments from the politicians and debaters? That should do it. So Linux got you Zotac players covered. You and your OLED screen. Yeah, you tried to bite the Steam Deck style with those touchpads, huh? Anyway, so yeah, you guys got some updates, man. For your handheld. So that should hold you for now. You know, Linux got you covered, and this is for your graphics drivers. And notice you know, AMD is involved in this, so yeah, you guys are getting updates. You know, you're not forgotten, that's for sure. So yeah, Linux got you covered, man, and you and your 1080p OLED screen, yeah. So you're getting updates for AI, NPUs, DMA buffs, all that. Yeah, VKMS. Yeah, you guys are good. So AMD got you covered, man. You know, it's not just the Steam. This article is on Pharonics, so they got a picture of the Zotac Zone here. They got 2 buttons here, but then D-pad, buttons. Got the 2 analog sticks, touch pads, and they got 1 button here and then 2 here. Yeah, yeah. You got to keep up with the Steam Deck, you know. Anyway, but yeah, this update should help you guys for now. Until the next one, I don't see no comments from the debaters or politicians. They probably haven't gotten around to it. But I figured I'd just put this out there, let you know that Linux got you covered. Yeah, and this is for AMD GPU drivers and other kernel drivers. So yeah, buffer sharing and everything. So that should hold you. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Till the next one. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord, Dark Side. Go. Peace.